Hey, and happy holidays. I'm wearing cats because I like cats. Today my hat keeps vanishing. My hat is not green. Okay, so I'm doing a quick preview of what I'm going to be showing at the meetup in New York City with my friends at Pinot. Let me make sure we got the sharing done. We're shared here. We got everything showing up. So Pulsar lives in an ecosystem with my friends at NiFi and Flink, and we'll talk about them at the New York meetup and at the New Jersey meetup. Also with my buddies at Spring and Java and Python. And I've just learned how to connect it to Pinot, and it's pretty awesome. And I've got all the details on how to do that. I'm doing this all on my laptop because networks are iffy, especially when you're doing a meetup. But just to give it, a little flavor there. And I've got all the information on how to do that in my GitHub, which I'll share in the comments. But let's see if this demo works. If not, you're probably not seeing this recording. So that means it worked. So I have a Python app that I've done before. It's running on one of my Raspberry Pis. Not this one because it's not plugged in. So this would be like one of those cooking shows. This isn't it. It's over there. I don't want to mess with it because it's connected to like 40 wires. If you saw this desk, someone needs to organize that. And I should get an intern. Okay, so I've got a Python app running with all these sensors, connecting to a bunch of things, and it's sending one row at a time into Pulsar with a schema. And I have my friends here at Pinot. Oh, I don't have to write any code. This is the code, and we deployed it. But this stream connector here, I just point to that topic on the server, which is my laptop. And here, this one's important if you don't have too much data, because running this on the laptop, largest means just at the most recent data coming in. Otherwise, I found out millions of records on a laptop, not the best idea. Not the best idea ever had. So this is going to auto ingest it. And because we have a schema over there, it knew what schema over here. I defined that schema when I uploaded this real-time table. Very cool. Let's see if the data is coming in. I just want to make sure we're getting some data here. I'll reload this page and yep, there you can see that data change there. 9:31 and 57, and then 5 seconds later. We're getting data every 5 seconds. That's about as fast as my Raspberry Pi can handle. And this is pulling in thermal data. That's going into that topic, power of Pulsar. This web page is doing a WebSocket call. That's documented in the code. You'll find that. This is consuming that data. This app is one consumer. Pinot is another consumer. And I love this. This is how you define it. So if you wanted to grab this, you could grab it, use it in your own app. I've got Pinot over here, and we could see that data's coming in already. And here it's getting sorted, and that is today. And that's all the fields you want. Easy way to do that. If I go to the cluster manager, I could see all the tables. This is the schema, tells you all the different columns, and I can go right into the table. Go into the query console and run it just to make sure there's data there. Awesome thing with Pinot, besides it auto pulling in this data, which let's stop that so I don't send too much data here. And it's very easy to connect with Apache Superset. Again, Apache for the win. And I create a little dashboard here that lets me do markup and images. Pretty cool, HTML. And I can create all kinds of charts based on this data. And getting that data in shows up in cool charts. And I can refresh this or have it set to auto refresh, whatever makes sense. Publish this out locally and people can do it. And I can test these things. I got my connection to Pinot here, which is well documented how to set that up, but very easy. If we go into that connection here, we could just edit that. I like this UI here. It's my laptop, and it's just the server and the two different points there for SQL Alchemy to work. We test it, make sure that worked. But yeah, we've already done that. We can connect with our SQL lab. So if you had a bunch of different table schemas here, you'd get them. Pretty easy to do, gives you access to things. What's cool is once you build one of these data sets, you could tweak it, change the columns if you want, pick which metrics you want. One thing I did, and this one's important, is I have a timestamp. I say that it's temporal. I say that this one's the default one. Maybe you put a label in there if you want. I want it in this epoch date format, and I certified it because it works for me. You could also create some calculated columns. Boom, now you have a data set. If I go into these, I could design new charts based on the current data. I can add another field if it makes sense. There's that timestamp. Pretty cool way to do this. You could also create new charts. I am a fan of Superset, and again, fan of everything open source. So we've got the data coming into the thermal sensors. You can see a bunch of people are subscribed to it. And we can see underneath the covers, even though this topic didn't have partitions, we have a 0, so they have one partition. We can see how it's linked to the storage. Good way to see what's going on. Tenant, namespace, topic. Good to go. And now we're in Superset. This was the demo. It's pretty straightforward. It's all documented here with the source code of how to connect Pulsar to Pinot. And thanks to the Pinot team for some insights on that. And hope you enjoy. I'll see you hopefully in New York or Princeton, New Jersey next month. If not, we will make sure that the content, slides, video, everything we can will be there in YouTube or somewhere else that you can get access to. If you're not in person, though, you can't get kitty stickers. You'll have to wait till I see you at the next conference. But thanks for joining. Hopefully this recorded fine. If it didn't, you didn't hear this. This didn't happen.